Alright, Twitch innovators, please excuse me. Spring is kind of just starting where I'm living, and my nose always stuffs up for the first like 2 weeks of spring, so. But I can't resist leaving my window open because it's so nice outside, and winter's really cold here usually, so it's like, it's not even that warm here, it's like 55 Fahrenheit, but I'm keeping my window open because like winter is like 20 every day. Even though it's still winter, but you know, global warming and everything. But anyway, we have Twitch innovators. So lately I've actually liked starting Glove, because I think Glove is kind of the most important AD item. Like, realistically in this meta, you need either Last Whisper, QSS, or Infinity Edge. You need one of those three items on pretty much every build, because there is too much attack speed slowing for any AD carry, attack damage using carry, to not actual AD carry. I know it's a different word in League, but there's too much attack speed slow for any attack speed slow and other type of CC for any AD carry to be impactful without QSS or Verdant Veil. And Verdant Veil's prismatic augment, so you're not counting on that. Here we're looking at Keepers, Battle Mage, and Treasure Trove. I don't usually take Battle Mage just because I don't play a lot of comps that use it very well. Treasure Trove, I've heard, is actually really powerful because it gives you a lot of gold or just a really strong early board. So I decided to take Treasure Trove, and I got a really good Treasure Trove, I think, because Malzahar is Malzahar is just really strong up until, like, all the way through stage 4. Malzahar is really powerful. And if you get Mal's 3, he's strong at stage 5 as well, but you don't really want items on Mal's 2 past stage 4. But yeah, right now we have 2 Twitches and we have all these units. I'm like, what do I want to play? I think I just want to sell all these because we have a really good start for Twitch and we have perfect Twitch items. And once I got that bow, I was like, okay, I'm selling this, we're going Twitch. And the items you want for Twitch, so you want Infinity Edge, and then you want either Last Whisper or Runons. Perfect best in slot items are i.e. Last Whisper, Runons, and then you want like a healing augment of some kind, like you want I don't know, what's it called, Celestial Blessing or something. But those are the perfect Twitch augments in my opinion, or perfect Twitch items in my opinion. And we have like in our first 3 items we have 3 pieces of that build, which is amazing. And because of Treasure Trove, I also have a lot of money, which is amazing too. In this set, I think like this build is really powerful, and I think it's because Twitch is too strong right now. Like I was thinking about it like yesterday when I was playing this build, and I was like, why does Twitch do what Jhin does better than Jhin? Like Jhin, his ult is the same thing as Twitch's essentially. It shoots through all units in a straight line. Only difference is Jhin gets to stay in the back line and he has kind of better traits. But, well, not even better traits really, but Jhin's just a little different, right? But Twitch doesn't have a reduced damage based on how many units he passes through. Jhin does. Like, Twitch does more damage than Jhin right now. Twitch 3 does more damage than Jhin 2, and Twitch 3 is probably easier to get than Jhin 2 as well. So I don't really know why Twitch is balanced this way or why Jhin is balanced that way, but both ways are bad. Like, neither of them are very good right now. But yeah, with the current setup I have right now, I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to try to kill as many units as possible so I'm not like really low HP. That's my goal. But winning or losing means nothing. I have Treasure Trove, so my econ's going to be really good. And then I am holding on to this Ziggs because I want Yordles. Because now I'm on a 2-loss streak, right? And with a 2-loss streak, I'm like, maybe I should just play Yordles, go to 5-loss streak, get as much money as I can, and come out of creeps with a bag. Get a great roll. Like, this is going incredibly well for me right now. and I decide to sell the Nocturnes and completely forego the idea of winning any rounds. I play Yordles, and I'm like, okay, we're going full econ, we're just going to lose out and try to get as much money as possible. So here we're playing another Yordle player, but he's already made items on Corki, and he has 2 Bodyguard, and I don't have Last Whisper, so he'll probably beat me. I wonder why this guy's watching on my board. Maybe he's trying to go Twitch. Yeah, this guy beat me. But I killed 2 units, so I'm actually not upset at the loss. And it gives me first rotation, which is perfect because with this, you really want at least 2 perfect items on Twitch. You want either the Runons or the Last Whisper to pair with the Infinity Edge. You need the Infinity Edge, and then it's either Runons or Last Whisper. So right now, I have 2 of the 3 perfect items, and that's enough to top 4 you if you get Twitch 3. So this guy's going for Twitch. But yeah, to talk a little bit more about this set in general, I think it is... Oh, by the way, if you are interested in my content or content like this in general, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm a smaller content creator. I try to make videos like this pretty often. I'm going to try to get more content for set 6.5 out. I was master tier in set 6, and I'm pretty good at this game. So like and subscribe if you're interested. That was a little later than I intended to be. Kind of sucks, but whatever. But yeah, with this set, I think frontliners... I think one of the reasons it's not very good is because frontliners feel really bad. Like, I don't see any bodyguard builds placing top 4. I see no one playing bodyguard in the top 4. And the only way I ever see it is with a 5 syndicate build. And the only reason you're playing bodyguards in 5 syndicate is because 2 syndicates share bodyguard. You wouldn't play Braum or Darius in that build otherwise if they didn't share bodyguard. You just wouldn't. This is a really good loss, by the way. We killed 3 units, so that was really, really good. Like, we have a lot of HP. For a 4 loss streak to be at 82 round before creeps is amazing. But yeah, really the only effective frontline is Bruisers right now. It's Bruisers. And I think that's just kind of an oversight on Riot's part. But like, that's one of the reasons I think this build is kind of good, because Camille 3 and Singe 3 are better frontliners than any non-bruiser thing you can do. Like, Alistar's a good frontliner, but Alistar doesn't synergize with anything. Like, Alistar is the only Colossus they've added that only has 2 traits. Or, wait. Yeah, Alistar is the only Colossus with only 2 traits. Scion, Cho'Gath, and Galio all have 3 traits. Why does Alistar only have 2 traits? I don't know, but they need to give Alistar a 3rd trait to round out the frontline meta, because the only thing you can play right now is Bruisers, and then Colossus isn't good because Alistar doesn't synergize with anything except Hextech, and Hextech isn't good right now. So Hextech was good, but then they nerfed it to the ground because Hextech provided pseudo frontline to everything. So frontline is not good right now, is the SparkNotes version of what I just said. That's why you see this Renata build so often, because Renata synergizes with a frontline, synergizes with Kimtech. But yeah, if you get a Camille 3 and a Singe 3, and you put a Bramble Vest on the Camille or the Singed, you have a better frontline than everyone that's not playing Bruisers. Like, you have a better frontline than every non-Bruiser player. So I get enough money there to make the next econ breakpoint, but I should have kept all the 1 cost because I want to hit Twitch. And if you're rolling for a certain unit, like let's say I'm rolling for Twitch, right? Twitch is a 1 cost unit. You hold other 1 cost units to give you better odds at hitting Twitch, because you're taking another 1 cost unit out of the pool. So every time you shop refreshes, you have an equal likelihood to hit certain cost tier of units. But there are only so many units in every cost tier. I think for 1 cost there are 26. maybe 30. They change it every once in a while, but I think they're like 26 of each 1-cost unit. So if I take 3 of the other potential 1-cost units, then instead of one of, I don't know, what is it, like 200, or no, it's, how many 1-cost units are there? Probably 12. Instead of one in like, instead of like an 8% chance for each slot to contain a Twitch, it gives me like, 8.5% chance. It's not a lot, but it's just something that just slightly maximizes your likelihood to hit what you're looking for. And that's all TFT is. It's just a game of very minor, slight improvements, because really, like, anyone can look at a late game board and build a board. Like, anyone can do that. You just buy the units that you need and you throw them on the board. But what makes a player good or bad at TFT is how they get to the board that makes them good. Like, anyone can play Renata. Anyone can play Renata build. I think that visual glitch is weird when you add an Innovator that would be a third. It's kind of funny. But, anyone can play the Renata build. You just buy all the bruises and put in Renata. But the way you get to the Renata build is what makes people lose. Like, anyone can play this Twitch build, but the way you get to having 3-star Twitch, Camille, and Singed is what gets people to lose. So, like, yes, late game builds, late game compositions are important to look at when you're looking at improving at this game. But if you want to actually get better, you need to watch the point leading up to the late game, because late game, it's mostly just about whether you hit your units and how you position. Well, itemization too. Itemization is important, but itemization is early mid game. It's not late game. You're not holding all your items to late game, and if you are, then you're honestly it's a low elo bait to hold items and wait for perfect items. You need to make items if you want to live in this game. That's just kind of how you have to play. I'm looking at my augment though. So here, all 3 of these are really good, actually, is what I was looking at. Because First Aid works really well with Seraphine, and it works with Chemtech. But I decided on Meditation because I actually saw that Meditation is really good with Innovators, because the Innovation gains the Meditation buff. And if you hit Dragon, you gotta get pretty lucky to hit Dragon. But if you hit the Dragon, then having 5 mana per second for the Dragon, it makes it cast like, what, 5 seconds earlier than it would normally. So it's really, really powerful. This guy is a higher level than me, but his Gangplank is level 1, and actually everything on his board is level 1, and everything on my board is level 2, so I should probably beat this guy. Nar threw that rocket Twitch. No, I still would have beaten him, actually. Warwick is pretty underrated, especially against, like, very high health units, because Warwick does percent current health damage. It's really good against, like, Cho'Gath. Because Warwick will do, like, what is it? I think it's like 4% of their current health and magic damage. So, if Cho'Gath has 10,000 health, Warwick's doing 400 damage per auto. Alright, so here we're looking for the cloak. We really want the cloak, but it's on a 4 cost, so we probably can't get it. The priority for carousel, like, obviously you want the item that you want first. And I'd say the priority is probably, depending on what you're doing, it's probably item is usually tier 1, and then I'd say unit, the actual unit is probably like tier 3, and then the cost of the unit is tier 2, and how you should prioritize your carousel. Like, I would almost never take a Twitch off the carousel there. Like, even though I'm looking for Twitch 3, I would pretty much never take Twitch off the carousel in that situation. We hit a Cinch 3, which is really good. We end up putting an Echo there, and by the way, the units for this build, I don't think I mentioned that before, but you want Twitch, obviously, and then you want Warwick, Singed, Camille, Zillion, Echo. Twitch, Warwick, Singed, Camille, Zillion, Echo. Wait, hold on for me. Twitch, Warwick, Singed, Camille, Zillion, Echo. Yeah, so those are the 6 core units that you want, and with those 6 core units, you gain Chemtech, Assassin, Challenger, Innovator, Clockwork, Scrap. So those 6 units makes 6 synergies, and they all kind of fit perfectly. Like, you have 3 Chemtech, you have 2 Assassin, you have 2 Clockwork, you have 3 Innovator, you have 2 Scrap, and you have 2 Challenger. So you have no wasted traits among them. That's why this board kind of fits so well together, because it's like the perfect synergy combination. But then after that, you add Seraphine and Ezreal. No. Wait, Seraphine. Yeah, Seraphine, Ezreal. Okay, Seraphine, Ezreal. Yeah, those are the last two. Did I not say Ezreal last time? Maybe I didn't say Ezreal. So we beat this guy because we have Singe 3, and Singe 3 is just really powerful. Singe 3 is really underrated because throwing the front line, especially in a meta with weak front line to begin with, throwing front line is really, really strong because it even works against Aurelia. If you have Singe 3, Aurelia is not going to one-shot it unless you have like a crazy, crazy strong Aurelia, like a Knife's Edge, Twitch 3, there it is. But unless you have like a Knife's Edge, Infinity Edge, Death Blade, Last Whisper, 5 Socialite Aurelia, it's not going to one-shot a Singe 3. It's just not. It just can't do that much damage. So, Singe being able to fling Aurelia, Vex, Morgana, Tom Kench, any of these, like Vi. Well, actually, Vi's kind of weird. Vi kind of works through CC because Vi is OP. But yeah, Singe being able to fling frontline is just really powerful right now because frontline's already so weak, and then you fling the frontline into the backline, and it's too powerful. Not too powerful, but it's really powerful. So I'm rolling here, and I'm trying to decide, am I still rolling for... What am I rolling for? Because I think I need Camille 3. That's what I think I'm rolling for right now. Echo 3 is a potential possibility, but it's still kind of far off. So this is a guy that was contesting my Twitch, and now he switched to Tryndamere. He got Triforce, well, not Infinity Force. He got the Triforce Augment, and that's pretty good for Tryndamere. It's the best augment Tryndamere can really get. So when you're rolling for these upgrades, you're gonna run out of bench space. Like, it's just something that kind of happens. I have to sell an Echo to buy that Camille, but to save yourself from running out of bench space, don't make Ezreal 3. Don't even go for it. Like, Ezreal is bad. Ezreal is a bad champion, is what you need to know in this game. Like, you don't want items on that unit at any star level. You don't want that unit to be your carry past stage 2. You don't care if it's 3-star or not. I hit a zillion, and I'm like, I have to sell him to the Echo, whatever. And we're still looking... But yeah, like, I'm seeing Ezreal's, and Ezreal 3 offers no boost to your board. The only thing it does is it makes your Innovator your innovation, I guess, get a little more health and AD, but it's so minimal it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's not like Mech Pilot was back in season... Was that season 3? Mech Pilot was amazing. This guy... Yeah, he's gonna beat me. I think Yordles are actually okay right now. You just need Vex. If you get Vex 3, Yordles are really good. And here we want the Silco, but it's on Silco, so we're probably not getting it. We'd take the Tryndamere second, is what I was thinking. But I actually decided to take the Tyr instead. I think what I want to do... I don't remember why I took the Tyr instead of the sword. So we get Zillion 3. And we're 1 away from Warwick 3. We find 2 Ezreals, and we might as well buy them now. But what I'm really looking for is the Camille. And I decided to sell the second Ezreal because I don't think Ezreal 3 makes any difference on your board. VIP Draven. This build, he has like perfect VIP Draven items as well, but my Twitch just targeted him immediately, so if my Twitch targeted Syndra, I think this guy beats me. So here, I think Smoke Bomb's good, but I think Smoke Bomb was a lot better last set. They removed Shaco and Akali, and I think Shaco and Akali were two really good units. I'm kind of upset that they removed them. They replaced them with Kha'Zix, which I think is just not as good. They also removed Katarina, actually. A Kha'Zix and Nocturne for Shaco, Akali, Katarina. Yeah, that's a downgrade. Assassins are just weaker. I take Keepers here because looking at the amount of health it actually gives, it's really high. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize how much health Keepers give you, and you want to try to position your units in kind of a diamond format to get as much Keeper buff as you can. And this is the solution that I decided, because there's not one unit that I want to buff up more than anyone else. I just want everyone to get at least 3. Except Zillion. Zillion's kind of the least important one to get at because he's backline. But I think Keepers is actually one of the stronger traits in the game right now, because like, this is a gold augment, and Keepers gives 225 health per adjacent unit. And you can almost always position units where they're in clusters of 3, right? So if you position all your units in clusters of 3, each unit is getting, what is that? 675 shield. And that's huge. 675 is a lot of shield. We also want Warwick 3. So Camille 3 and Warwick 3. We're rolling for both of those. Why is that hard to say? Camille 3 and Warwick 3. Warwick 3. Okay. There it is. We hit Camille 3, and we rolled a natural Bramble Vest, which is pretty massive. And then I'm looking at what items I want. So I have Meditation. I'm thinking I don't really want to put items on Echo just because of that, but I still decide. I'm trying to decide if I wanted to put Gwynsu's on Twitch instead of just leave the bow there. I tried to reroll the rod to hopefully get an item that I could use for Twitch, but I didn't get one that I wanted. So after fighting this guy, the Cho'Gath 3, I just decide, okay, I need Morellonomicon. Because there's no way I kill that thing without Morellonomicon. So Morello goes on Echo. And then I think I do blue buff Camille and scrap the tier on Echo is what I ended up doing. I put in Ezreal so I have scrap. And that was a misplay by me because I positioned Ezreal in a way where he does not get any any buff. And this guy has an Aurelia, but he is Aurelia with great items, but he's going into a Bramble Vest Camille 3. So, like, honestly, his board is just, he can't kill me. He can't beat me. Like, this is what I mean. This front line, if I had, like, anything other than a Bruiser with a Bramble Vest in front of that Aurelia, I lose. If I had Cho'Gath, I might have been able to live, but, like, frontline in this meta is terrible. Like, you have 3-star Camille 3-star Camille Singed, you have Bruiser, and you have Cho'Gath. Those are the only frontline options because Galio isn't a real frontliner. Oh, he actually has a VIP Draven too, but he didn't get VIP Draven 2. He didn't have QSS for it, and I'm pretty sure he just didn't have enough stuff for it. It's unlucky. Oh, he had Knife's Edge. Oh, he positioned Draven for Knife's Edge. That's bad. If you have VIP Draven, you don't care about Knife's Edge on that thing. Like you put him in a corner, you try to give him a QSS or something, and you let him use his range because that's wasting half of the VIP buff on Draven. So here I'm looking. I'm like, I don't know what I really want here. I think I wanted the what's it called? I wanted the Warmogs, and I considered the Titans, but I ended up going with the Giant Slayer because I think Cho'Gath is my biggest obstacle, and Warwick is the only thing that's going to kill Cho'Gath. I don't know how I still don't have Warwick 3 at this point. Oh, Cho'Gath's gone. Cho'Gath 3 plays bot 3? Really? But yeah, even with this guy, like, he has bruisers. I think the Giant Slayer Warwick's the best thing I could have made. Leona is so strong. Leona is a crazy strong unit. But not as strong as Twitch. This guy was only level 7. Huh. Everyone in this lobby was level 7. There are only 2 people that made it to stage 6 in this lobby. I didn't realize this when I was playing. I thought this game went a little fast, but everyone other than me and this other guy, like me and this other guy have 46 and 50 HP. Everyone else is dead before stage 6. I don't know if this has happened to me before. So this guy's 6 striker, and he has Aurelia. His Aurelia did not target my Camille, but now it's stuck on my Camille. Let's see, where is Twitch? Okay, the Aurelia killed my Camille, and yeah, now it wins. So this is the second Aurelia player that I'm against, and Aurelia pretty much has to be on the Socialite Hex. So what am I doing here? I want another Keeper buff on Camille, and I get a Bloodthirster. And I'm thinking, like, man, I wish I could have put this on Twitch. But then again, I'm thinking, really, this should go on Camille, because the Bloodthirster shield scales off max health. Bloodthirster works like when you're under a certain amount of HP, Bloodthirster will, I still need Seraphine, that's what I'm looking for, really. But when you're under a certain amount of HP, Bloodthirster will proc a % max health shield. And Camille has a lot of max health right now, so I want the Bloodthirster on her. You find the Seraphine and we put that in. Positioning is a little weird. I don't think it's very good. I just sacrificed my innovation to Aurelia, essentially. But my Camille's still full health, and Aurelia is stuck on it now. And Twitch is still alive, so we win. This guy is a very crit-based build, so Bramblevest just beats him. We finally hit Warwick 3. It was the longest it took me to hit Warwick 3, I think, ever. And I didn't even equip the BT, but I decided to put it on Camille because I want the shield. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this guy has Socialite Aurelia. There really is no reason for me not to put my Camille directly in front of the Aurelia. But I put Ezreal. For some reason, I decided to buff up my... Like, this is a two-pronged failure. I sacrificed my Camille for no reason, and I decided to give my Echo more shield than my Twitch. Just a complete, like, bad positioning play by me. But I still beat the Aurelia. The Aurelia gets stuck on my, it gets stuck on my, what's their name every time, so there's really nothing you can do. Because you can't just take Aurelia and not put it on the Socialite Hex. Aurelia needs the healing. And if I put Camille right there, he's forced to hit Camille immediately every time. He's hoping that the Blitzcrank will give Aurelia different priority. Yeah, I finally switch. But he's hoping that the Blitzcrank, when it grabs and punches the unit, it will give Aurelia a different priority, and the Aurelia will hit something other than the Camille. But then he decided to... He took out his Blitzcrank. It was a good thought on his part. He did kill my Camille a lot quicker this round, but my Twitch is on his Aurelia now, so he just can't win. And that is the game. It's a win. This build is really OP. It's really easy to play. You barely even have to scout or do anything. Like, 3 people can hit Twitch 3 even if you're contested. And Camille and Singe 3 are the only 3 stars you need other than that. You'll top 4 every time if you just hit Twitch and either Camille or Singe 3. So yeah, if you liked it, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.